So, what if you could actually see into the past? I mean, not just read about it in a book, but really witness the visions that guided an entire empire. Well, today we're diving into this incredible project that does just that. It uses some of the newest technology out there to visualize one of history's most mysterious prophecies. Let's get into it.
Everything really starts right here, with these fractured hexameters. Now that sounds pretty poetic, and that's because it is. It's talking about the broken, scattered lines of verse from the Sibylline Oracles. You see, these ancient prophecies have only survived in bits and pieces. For literally centuries, the big challenge has just been trying to put this ancient puzzle back together.
And that brings us to the huge question at the heart of this whole thing. I mean, reading a warning about a coming flood is one thing, but what if you could actually feel like you're standing right there in the middle of the Roman Forum, watching the waters begin to rise? This explainer is all about making that incredible leap, from just words on a page to a fully realized ancient vision.
Okay, so to really understand just how powerful these visions are, we have to go back. We need to understand where they came from. We're going back to a time when prophecy wasn't just some vague superstition. It was a tool of the state.
You gotta understand, the Sibylline Oracles were a huge deal. These were not your corner store fortunes, no way. This was a closely guarded collection of prophecies that Roman leaders would turn to during plagues, before they launched massive wars, or, whenever the empire felt like it was about to unravel. They were cryptic, they were powerful, and people absolutely believed they held the fate of Rome itself.
But here's the catch. The original books, they were lost, probably destroyed. So all we have left are these fragments, little quotes and echoes, scattered across a bunch of other ancient texts. We might have the words, but we've completely lost that earth-shattering impact they must have had. We've lost that raw, prophetic power.
So how in the world do you rebuild a lost vision, right? How do you bring back that power when all you're working with are broken pieces? Well, you don't grab a shovel and a brush. You turn to something else entirely.
That's right. The key to unlocking these ancient warnings is modern generative AI. And this is where the past and the future just collide in this amazing way. We're talking about using algorithms to do what centuries of scholarship alone just couldn't quite manage.
So here's how this all works. You see, where the ancient text is all fractured, the AI synthesizes it. It finds patterns and it fills in the logical gaps. Where the text is super cryptic, the AI visualizes it, turning these abstract warnings into actual concrete images. And where the original context has been lost to time, the AI can actually help recreate it. It's kind of the perfect technological solution to a very old historical problem.
The whole process really breaks down into 4 main steps. First, the AI just churns through and analyzes all the known text fragments we have. Then, it synthesizes the core meaning of those warnings, piecing them all together. Step 3 is the real technical magic, neural rendering. The best way to think of it is like teaching a computer how to paint, but with data, translating all that complex text into an image. And the final step? To manifest that ancient vision, bringing it to life right here on the screen.
So, after all that analysis and all that rendering, what did the AI actually see? What do these reconstructed prophecies even look like? This is the moment we've been building up to.
And let's be clear, the goal was never just to make some pretty pictures. It was all about trying to recapture a feeling, that sense of awe, and maybe even a little bit of terror that a Roman emperor would have felt hearing these prophecies for the first time. It was about making that power tangible.
The AI started generating images of these key locations from the oracles, like this one, the legendary cave of the Cumaean Sibyl. So instead of just reading about some smoky cave, we can actually peer right into the haze ourselves. You can see that single shaft of light and the kind of blurry figure. The AI has built this incredible sense of mystery and divine presence that, words alone really struggle to get across.
These prophecies were just filled with these apocalyptic warnings. So when the text mentioned fire, the AI didn't just spit out a simple flame. It created these really visceral scenes of destruction, like this one, with the Colosseum itself totally engulfed. You can almost feel the heat, see the falling debris, that intense, chaotic glow. This isn't just a fire. It's the fall of a symbol. It's a vision that was designed to be felt. And it's the same story for the prophecies about floods. The system produced these incredibly detailed glimpses of catastrophe. Just look at the famous arches and temples of Rome, all submerged under that choppy, threatening water. The detail is, well, it's chillingly realistic, from the dark storm clouds above to the debris floating in the waves. It's that level of detail that transforms an ancient warning into an immediate, real threat.
Now, all of this is just incredibly cool from a tech standpoint, right? But what's the bigger picture here? I mean, why does it really matter that we can now see these ancient warnings?
So what's the real impact? It's way more than just illustrating a history book. This tech transforms these cryptic words into experiences that we can feel. It creates this whole new kind of emotional archaeology, giving historians a new lens to interpret not just what the Romans read, but what they might have actually felt hearing these prophecies. It totally blurs the line between dusty old artifacts and dynamic, living data.
And that kind of leaves us with one final big thought to chew on. We've used this incredible tool to look back at the fears and beliefs that drove an ancient civilization. So the real question for us, right now, is this. If AI can so powerfully visualize the visions that shape the past, what might it one day show us about the anxieties, the hopes, and maybe the warnings of our own time?